taking pictures of.
Oh, I'm showing you. Oh, look at that couple. Oh, by the way, it's the Todd and Erin Morning stream. Oh, look. Who's got the skinnier legs and a kilt? I do. Right there. Anyway, good morning. How are you?
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
I wanted to share.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I was going through, I took a lot of photos yesterday, and I was going through and I was looking at them, and I suddenly realized that we're a pretty good-looking couple. Then I put my glasses on, and we have good personalities.
You know,
Good
it's
morning.
okay if you call yourself ugly, but could you lay off me for a change? Really, that's where the whole team concept falls apart for me.
Oh, okay.
You could just say, I'm your incredibly good-looking wife and
You
partner.
are. I say that all the time.
No, you didn't. You just said they were both hideous. I think you meant you.
Let's move on. Yesterday
Yes.
I went on a hike.
Don't you want to observe your morning mountain cam first?
Shall we?
Yes.
Oh, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Morning mountain cam.
And I think this is what motivated me to go on a hike.
Really?
Because this
Those
is out
majestic peaks?
Right, this is out the window and it's live. And I thought to myself, I need to be up there.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's when I decided to do yesterday afternoon.
You decided to have actual exercise?
Yeah, I know,
Very
right?
exciting.
And so off I went. I went into above the avenues, into the foothills. And
We're lucky. We live right by the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, like 2 blocks, and you're up in it. So it's almost like you're already in nature. You can't see anything. There's coyotes.
we
there's
like
squirrels.
to
and
like to say
things.
we're located right atop the earthquake fault.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, so this is what it looked
sure
like
is.
yesterday. This is cool.
That is gorgeous. I can't believe how fast the foothills greened out. Oh,
Yeah, I
the
know.
flowers. This is the only time of the year that there's flowers up in the foothills because it's not like death baking hot yet. Look at
So
that.
pretty.
Oh, you were pretty far up there. I know right where you were then.
Right.
You actually hiked uphill, baby. This is
Not
nice.
much. I
No, it's
avoided all
pretty.
the steep places. But look how green it is.
That fast.
And those
I'm
are the
amazed.
maples down in the bottom in that that little area.
Yeah. The sneaky area where you used
And
to
the one
hide.
up on the hill on top left, that's where I set up the hammock.
There's a certain area we always hike, and Todd actually set up a hammock one year so that all the kids could go and like hide in the hammock while we were hiking.
Yeah, and
They thought it was hysterical.
And there was another one I didn't tell anybody about, and I used to go there all the time.
Where's Todd? I don't know.
I don't know. We have no idea.
Some thicket of trees.
So we're going to
somewhere.
show you more of that because I'm really kind of
I'm very proud of you. Okay, in between though, I have to tell you, I'm so freaking out about Star Wars. I can hardly stand it.
What's new about Star
Are
Wars?
you kidding? Disney just showed off Star Wars Land. This is the new theme park they're coming up with. It's going to be open in 2019.
Orlando?
Shut up and take our money. Take it now. This is a $4 billion proposal. Isn't that amazing? And they're going hardcore. They created this entire new world. There's no fake rocks. I mean, they even brought in like real rocks. So it's a place where your actions actually have.
Whoa, slow down.
It's a place where your actions have consequences. Like if you're flying the Millennium Falcon and you
Right.
screw it up,
Right.
or you go into the cantina for a drink afterwards, Chewbacca just chews you out. I mean, it's really cool. And the lightsabers are amazing. It's not like the cheesy ones. I mean, you're fighting.
Can we go back to the real rock thing?
Well, no, but just the fact that nothing there, everything there is so. They're working so hard for a really authentic, genuine
Oh,
look,
okay.
and it's
All right.
really amazing.
All
The
right.
Imagineers have gone crazy on this. So this is the thing: you can either work for the Resistance if you want to, which is really cool, or you can pick collaborate with the First Order. To be honest, I'd probably go First Order just because I'd like uniforms and continuity. But I mean, the concept art is freaking amazing. So you get to have lightsaber battles, and there's amazing experiences. So it's going to be really immersive. Shut up and take my money right now. Take it. Take my money. I'm just so excited. I
Where's
can
your
understand it.
pocket protector?
I don't care if I'm
can't-
nerding out right now.
Oh my
But it's
gosh.
absolutely gorgeous. You know that Disney never goes half measures, but this one they say is going to be the most scarily immersive and authentic of anything they've
Orlando,
done.
right? Are they going to
Yes.
do it anywhere else?
They're doing Orlando, and then there's also doing Anaheim, California.
You know, we have the opportunity. We've been down to open a bunch of the new rides down there and do media down there for that. And like Indiana Jones. Remember Indiana Jones?
Yeah, with the rock and everything.
What they would do is they'd set us into the park before it opened. That's right.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And like when Indiana Jones opened up, we could just go through, get out, jump the fence. They let us. And then, did you know there's mystery doors? That suddenly you appear and then piss everyone off because you're the next one on the
You're like,
ride.
wait, I've been waiting for 6 hours. We're like, just
So
no,
anyway,
it's
this
a really
is
fun
big
way
deal.
to do it too. Because like which one is it that we did when all the lights were on, which actually made it more terrifying?
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain. That one was
When
good.
the lights are on, they call it a test run. with us on it.
Yeah, testing to see if your liver will stay inside.
And it's all girders, and they feel like you're ducking. And
Literally, it's
when you're
that
going in
close.
the dark, you're like, woo! Don't do that.
Yeah, because you have no idea how close you freaking are. But
It's
the
amazing.
thing that was really cool though is that all the little weird things that you notice when the park isn't open yet, like there's this huge feral
We're
cat
talking
population.
5 a.m.
They have a massive feral cat population that just sort of slinks around, and everyone leaves out dishes of food for them. I mean, it's really interesting. It's like a whole different place.
You never see them, and they take care of the rats and the mice and stuff because there's a lot of water there. But they all disappear. They call them Disney cats.
And you know that there is a basketball court on the Matterhorn halfway down.
Do you know the story behind it?
Tell them.
Walt Disney went to the building commission in Anaheim, and he said, "I'd like to build a mountain." I said, "I'm sorry."
And it's relatively flat, so they were probably.
We don't have a permit for that. So Disney went back to his people and said they don't have a permit for a mountain, and they did some sketching, and they went, "Go get a permit for that." Goes to the
Basketball court.
Yeah, basketball court permit, and they gave it to
They're
him.
like, all right.
And there's a half-court basketball thing built into the Matterhorn that no one sees, and you can actually play it. Well, you'd have to bribe someone, but how cool is that?
It's freaking awesome. It really is. Okay, thank you for letting me nerd out. I feel a little bit
Yes.
better now. But
Are you better?
you told me this new story combined a pleasing symmetry of things that I love the most.
Right. So let's take a look. First of all, it's a cake. It's in Australia.
Oh, that's a snake?
See, that's the
Taped
plastic. You know how it works.
Yeah, sure.
The black bottom. Put the cake on
Clear
it, and
top.
then the clear top goes over it,
And then
they
you glue it,
Put
you
some
tape it.
tape, and you hold the lid to the bottom.
And there's a snake taped to the cake.
Right.
This is like a Dr. Seuss story. I love this already. So this is not even like snakes on a plane. This is like better. This is snakes on a cake. This is like a new awesome movie. We could get Samuel L. Jackson in that. He could be furiously eating chunks of cake going, "There's a snake! There's a mother effing snake on my cake."
Erin likes snakes,
I like cake, so it
and
really...
she likes cakes.
I would hold the snake as I ate the cake. I wouldn't really care.
May I now do an impression of Erin with the snake in the cake? Are you ready? It'd be like this, and she'd go like this, and then she'd dip it in the frosting and do this.
Probably not that. That would be unkind to the
She
snake.
would, trust me.
No. So what was the reaction of the mother who bought the cake and brought it home?
You know, the typical thing. Ow, hey. She was kind of nice about it, and the store went, "Sorry, mate." And,
Wouldn't you notice, though, that you were taping a snake to the cake? I would think that somewhere along the line, as the baker, I would go, "I'm taping this cake lid, and oh, goodness, there
a
seems to be a
snake.
snake right there." You wouldn't notice that?
Maybe it was a party favor.
A little something extra for me to you.
Whee! All right, so news time.
All right, let's go over to Daisy. A lot of stuff happening at Huntsman Cancer Institute yesterday. She's in the Gephardt Daily newsroom, and she is brought to you by Columbus Travel. Columbus Travel is having a huge April sale right now. This is the one time of the year you can save hundreds of dollars off your vacations. Just go to columbusvacations.com. Also by Executive Transportation, our dear friend March, who of course has white glove California service at affordable Utah prices, whether it's a trip to the airport or a special night out. ExecutiveUtah.com. And All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Our friend John has fixed everything possible that could ever be broken, and he can do it within 24 hours service. So he would be the guy to check in with at allutahplumbing.com. Daisy, what's going on, my dear?
Hello everyone, here's what's making news today on GephartDaily.com. Police have identified the body found last month in Deaf Smith Fork Canyon as that of Murray resident Kelly Josephson. Josephson, 55, disappeared in June of 2015 after telling family members she was on her way to Idaho. The remains were found by hikers several days ago and ultimately identified by the state medical examiner's office. Angry backlash at the Huntsman Cancer Institute, where the research community is expressing outrage over the surprise firing of Mary Beckerly, director and CEO of the HCI. Beckerly was sacked Monday by University of Utah President David Pershing and Vivian Lee, CEO of the University of Utah Healthcare. No reason was given for Beckerly's sudden dismissal, which stunned Huntsman's research community. Wednesday, 200 of the cancer researchers and their supporters marched on the U of U campus and presented a letter to the administration demanding Beckerly's reinstatement. John Huntsman Sr., founder of the HCI, said he was blindsided by the firing, calling the move dumbfounding. He promised to work to return Beckerly to her post. And now a look at weather along the Wasatch Front. Another day of showers Thursday with thunderstorms throughout the day. The expected high 59. We dry out heading into the weekend with slightly cooler temps Friday, but jump to 68 Saturday under partly cloudy skies. That's it for now. More headlines 24/7 on GephardtDaily.com.
All right, so look at this. This is John and and we're doing sprinklers, all Utah plumbing, heating, and air. First of all, did you know he does a lot of remodels as well? He has a license for a general contractor, one for plumbing, one for heating and air, and those are the things he's doing. You can imagine that he's busy right now taking care of people's AC, getting it tuned up, ready to go. But you know what? We talked about this yesterday. I was hanging out with him, and when you have an emergency and there's water flooding places, is not the time to go online and try to find a plumber, because there's a lot of swearing and you're probably standing in water that isn't exactly clean. So all Utah
What do you
plumbing,
call it? Knee deep in it is not the time?
The hoopla. AllUtahPlumbing.com. It'll give you all the information. Yesterday, I started my summer poor man's bucket list.
Oh, that's right. You were making a list of these. Now, so, like, what are you thinking? Like a hot air balloon, maybe?
Done it.
Boat ride on Utah
Done
Lake.
it.
Catching.
Done it.
Okay.
So I was thinking, one of the things I want to do is not hang glide. That's going to be not hang gliding.
I've done that. I didn't kick an owl, though, like Del Shanzi, but yeah.
But I did do something yesterday.
What?
I still get goosebumps. It was at Mulligan's Watch. Describe this for me. This thing looks like a Humvee.
It's for safety.
For who?
For our employees to go out and pick the golf balls. So they're picking golf balls during the day when golfers are out there hitting the balls. And so this whole cage apparatus is for their safety. So as they pick up the balls, if a golf ball hits them, it'll protect them.
All right, so what do you think the percentage of golfers are aiming?
99%. I do it myself. Sure, it's a challenge. Why not hit a moving object?
I want to do this. Can I do this?
Sure.
All right. Let's go. He's awfully trusting, isn't he? Two mad, crazy guys on a golf course with no right to be here. Yes!
You had so much fun.
Oh, I said, that was Ron. I told Ron that, I said, I will, because it's really close to our
Mulligan's
studios.
106 South. You got to try it out.
We can see it. They got batting cages, miniature golf, and driving ranges.
And they've got wooden coyotes that my daughter insists they're alive.
I'll tell you what they are. 3 golf courses. So if you want to come down, it's a great place, and we can see it from our studio. And every time I see that ball, then going around collecting the...
Okay. And you were always tempted. So this is like Caddyshack. I've got to ask, do people really aim at it?
Well, what he said.
I didn't get to hear that part.
99%.
Didn't one of the balls almost nail Richard or a photographer?
A cameraman had to scurry like a little girl because he almost got hit. I mean, it came.
I'm sure you scurried in a very manly fashion, Richard.
First
really.
one came about within 10 feet, starts scurrying, and the other one went off the cart and just like And so, they're hard. Did
it get your adrenaline going though? Kind of like bing, bing.
I was in the cage. I drove really close to the guys playing.
You kind of really wanted it, didn't you?
Bring it.
You're like, if I'm going to have my poor man's bucket list, I'm going out with a concussion. That'll be good.
It's like Mad Max of the golfing world because you're all caged in it. So it's like really cool. Ask me about why they have fake coyotes and strobe lights.
Why do they have fake coyotes and strobe lights?
Because goose poop is about that big.
Oh yeah.
And there's tons of it. And so they like to keep those birds a-moving. And that's why the coyotes...
Oh, that makes good sense.
They don't like the coyotes. So they move them around. And every time our daughter sees them when she drives to the studio, she goes, "They're back!"
We don't have the heart to tell Zoe they're not real.
They're flat
it's like
in wood.
You know what? Live in your childhood, baby. It's okay.
All right. So coming up, you and Daisy are going to let us know about what's going on for the weekend.
And we have free treats, too. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. It's next.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com. The Todd and Erin Morning stream is actually available anytime at GephardtDaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page.
Okay, this is pretty exciting. Daisy's here, and you always have like some of the best and most entertaining stuff to do every weekend. And your hair's in a ponytail today. I really like it.
Do you like it?
Yes, it's very flippy. I think you should wear it that way more often. Doesn't it? You do. That was like that adorable like sorority girl flip. It's really cute. I like it.
I get myself whiplash in my eyes.
I've done that before too. Yeah, cuteness has its price. Okay. Now, this one was really cool to me because you were talking about roller derby, and you haven't seen this video yet, but we have an awesome one of Daisy. You used to do roller derby. Teeny tiny little petite flower Daisy. And you were brutal.
Oh yeah, I used Debbie's close to both our hearts. I played roller derby. My sister played. Your sister still plays.
Jammy Dodger, very cool. Beehive Skate Revolution.
Yeah. So you know we love derby. It's
You know what's fun though is introducing your friends. If you notice that, especially the guys, they go roller derby, and then they go and they're like, "What are they gonna do? She fell down, isn't she hurt?" And they're like, "Yeah, watch her get back up." And you guys are always comparing your big bruises the size of like Pangea, but it's fun to watch.
Oh, so much fun to watch. And there is a game this Saturday, and it's a really good one. So Wasatch Roller Derby is the really competitive. Fantastic
They
team.
filed their teeth into sharp fangs.
Yeah, 24/7, and they're playing in a game called Civil War.
I like it already.
On Saturday, 7:00. There's a place called the Derby Depot, which is a warehouse that is just full of derby all the time. It's down on like 1415 South, 700 West.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not expensive to go. I think it's like $10.
It's really fun for the kids too. I've taken Zoe before, our 6-year-old, and they get the girls especially really get into it because I don't think they know that you get to be that fierce.
Oh yeah,
and it's fun to watch them too.
Yeah, super fun. So we're going to be doing that, and we have tickets to give away.
Get out.
That, which if you haven't been to Derby, totally fun thing to do. And if you're a lady, I don't think your husband would complain if you say, babe, we're going to see ladies roller derby on Saturday. He probably wouldn't say, no, I don't want to.
No, I don't want to see a hot, intelligent, strong, powerful women knocking each other out in short things.
So, three pairs of tickets.
Awesome.
Like, comment, share on our Facebook, and we'll send you off to the roller derby.
How cool. We'll pull those by like noon today so everyone has a chance to get ready to go. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So once again, Facebook, any one of our Facebook pages, just like, comment, and share on the show here, and you are already entered to win. Now, you, as the queen of free stuff, have come up with something really excellent.
Oh, so much fun. For some reason, I always seem to work chocolate into my free stuff.
I think it should be.
I don't know exactly why I do that. But Hatch Family Chocolates, have you been there?
I love them. If you've never been up there, it's 9th Avenue.
9th
Avenue is just off East Street.
Yeah, it's 8. It's 376 8.
And their food, their chocolate, number one, they're known internationally. They've won all these international awards. But have you ever tried their Rice Krispie treats?
Well, yeah, and look, these are called...
That's the Caramel Malone! Oh my God!
Caramel Malone Krispies!
Yes! Oh! Sir, I've spent many a pound on the Caramel Malones, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. They're so freaking good.
Are they really good?
Yes, they are.
So you can have Caramel Malone and Magic.
Explain this.
It's my
combo.
It's very surreal. But
I know. Sure, we'll go with it.
Monday night, you go to Hatch. You buy your snacks. You can have your ice cream or your hot chocolate, and there's free magic.
Oh, fun!
From 7 till 10. So
it's dinner and a show.
So it's magic chocolate, a magic guy, and I don't really know what. Hopefully, they don't make your chocolates disappear or anything like that. That would just
I'd
be
have to
bummer.
hurt them. Yeah, you can go find your magic wand now, pal, because you took my chocolate.
Yeah, bring it back.
Oh, and by the way, during the summer, they also do these movies. They screen movies on their great big brick side of their store, so you can sit out there and have a free movie night too. It's really fun.
Oh, super fun.
Worth trying. Okay, so new movies coming out this weekend. Charlie Hunnam. Woo! He just won Star of the Year at Cinecon in Las Vegas this last week, but he's out in a brand new movie called The Lost City of Z.
To dream to seek the unknown.
Okay, this is interesting. This is actually about Percy Fawcett. He was the British explorer who disappeared in the Amazon in 1925, along with his fellow explorer, who's played by Robert Pattinson from the Twilight movies. And it's a really, really beautifully shot, but basically it talks about the sweeping expanses in his dream and everything that they went through to do this. But it's actually really eerie because the whole concept of the Amazon, what they do there, and then his sudden disappearance. I mean, it's been a mystery that people have wondered about for over a decade. I mean, over a century. And it's a really cool movie to watch. Also, I'm so thrilled about Disney, I can hardly stand it, because they spent apparently over 11 years putting this together. But they've got this beautiful new movie, and it's called Born in China.
Disney Nature proudly invites you to its most ambitious film yet.
Isn't it beautiful? Oh, I can hardly wait to take Zachy to see this. It's absolutely exquisite. 11 years in making, and they're releasing it here in honor of Earth Day, which of course is Saturday, but it's going to be amazing.
That looks gorgeous.
Isn't that pretty? Look at the baby
pandas.
Oh,
okay,
see, the sad part is you and I get excited over the same things. It's like the baby pandas.
And big fat pandas eating.
And the, look at the monkeys. No, it's going to be exquisite. So, look at that. I can hardly wait to take the kids. That's going to be gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Look at that. That looks amazing.
So if you think that nature is not interesting, or like you're like, really, I have to take him to a documentary, it's heart-stopping. Absolutely.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it looks like our weekend is pretty much, locked down.
I think so.
Lots of fun stuff going on.
Chocolate, magic, derby, and movies. So, once again, if you would like to win the tickets for the roller derby that Daisy has so kindly supplied, like, comment, and share right here on the show on any one of our Facebook pages. Daisy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, with all that high-end talk you guys just did, there's some bats outside the window.
I love bats.
All right,
I have
thanks,
a huge
Daisy.
bat phobia.
You
I'm
do?
I'm
Really?
staying here. Oh my god.
Oh, that was fun.
Really?
Yeah, I was
I'm excited.
watching.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Isn't she adorable?
Yeah. All right, so anyway, I think it's important that we learn. We like to learn about stuff every day on the show, and I think this is a learning moment. Things are frustrating. Some things get to us, and we are inclined to act on that and be impulsive.
Okay.
But you shouldn't all the time.
I have a worse problem with this, especially emails.
Before I show you
I've tried to
this,
remember not to hit send.
before I show you this, there is a California town, La Jolla, and evidently
La Jolla.
the parking enforcement has been rather busy, and this guy got a ticket, and you've gotten a ticket.
Many times,
And
yes.
this is a parking ticket, a non-moving violation, and he got the ticket and evidently lost it.
Over a ticket?
Over a ticket. Evidently, he just felt like it was unfair, and
We've all felt that way.
yeah, so most people would do something other than
Like bitterly write a check and pay for it?
this.
You are kidding me. He rammed the parking enforcement little Jeep thingy. Oh, that was a mistake.
Here's the learning part
He
of this.
rammed it?
A $24 ticket, and now attempted murder,
Wow.
federal charges.
I don't think it was really murder. It was probably more like a love tap.
It'd be funny. No.
No, it really, no.
It's just not.
It's not funny.
It's not funny at all.
It's kind of,
Don't laugh.
no, I'm not.
So don't do that, because especially downtown Salt Lake City, they're on bicycles, and that would be just mean because you'd probably end up driving down the sidewalk.
It really would be.
It would.
Yeah.
It would. So don't do that. It's a bad thing.
That really is the example of impulse thinking.
And everyone
Ticket?
everyone watching on the street was probably like this. Yes, yes, yes.
Wait. Is the parking gay? Okay.
Yes,
It's okay. Then it's okay.
We don't care. All right, make our lives easier.
Okay, I happen to be very proud of this because when it comes to parents, there's like a million different things that our kids torture us with daily. And if you can make certain things simpler and easier in your life, why wouldn't you do it? So today we present Todd and Erin's life hacks for children. Number 1, best ice pack in the world. Frozen sponge, you stick it in a Ziploc bag, you throw it in the freezer.
Right.
And then, because they're going to instantly lose any ice pack you ever give them. But this one's not going to melt, it's not going to leak, and you can use it on all of their little bumps and wounds, of which Zoe has like 20 every day.
So you fill it with water, you squeeze water into, or dunk it in water.
Bingo.
Put it in the Ziploc, put it in the freezer
freezer.
on a standby mode.
Yeah, and you can have 20 of those in there. It takes, it's $2 worth, and you're done. You've got ice packs forever.
You could also use it for a cocktail and put the sponge, actually, what's this one?
That's creepy. Monster Spray. Now, this is actually a really good one we actually did with our twins. There's always that age where they start thinking there's something under the bed, there's something in the closet.
Right.
And unfortunately, Monsters, Inc. from Disney didn't help any of that, did it? So when they get to that stage where they really start being scared, you could always go, there's no such thing as monsters. But I've
And then you
heard-
go,
What's wrong with you? Stay in bed. But I heard about Monster Spray from my sister, so I actually put some together with some like lilac water and everything. And so I would go through their room at night and I would spray all the corners and everything with the Monster Spray. And they were no longer afraid. I was foolish enough, by the way, to leave it there for a while, going, you can empower yourself some spray it if you need it. And I came in one morning and
empowered
everything was soaking wet.
of empoweredness.
Yes, that was logical. Okay,
All right.
Here's number 3. This is how you teach your kids left and right, because that's one of the hardest things to learn.
You put those in my shoes.
Don't, honey, don't. It's okay, we love you. Cut a sticker in half,
Right.
and you put one on the left side, one on the right side. The kid automatically orients. They know which one they're going for, and it makes it a lot easier for them to remember which side the shoes go on, what's left and right, and you never have to switch shoes around.
You know, this kid, if you keep looking at this, this kid had some issues because he doesn't even have laces. It's Velcro.
There's nothing wrong with that either, honey. That's why your shoes are like that, too. All right.
Some kids just start off slower.
This is my personal favorite because for any parent who has ever walked down a darkened hallway at night and stepped on a Lego and done the Lego leaping, screaming dance of pain, you know this one. But you know those really super cheap, clear shoe organizers you can get?
I see
you
it.
hang those suckers up, then the kids know what they're throwing back into what spot. They can always find it again. It's off the floor. You can even color code if you're that anal retentive. I've never gotten that far. I would like to think I could. But it's super, super easy. Now, this is one Todd has actually tried. You know when you're working on your computer...
Can we talk about this? Maybe this isn't something we should talk about.
When you're working on your computer and you're trying to focus and do some stuff, but the kids are somewhere else, he put a mirror actually right next to my computer so I could look and I could check all the kids in the playroom and see what they were doing. Were they setting something on fire? Were they choking their brother? So what you need to do is you can do a strategically placed mirror so that when you've got your back to your kids' action, you can look, check, and see what they're doing, and they really do think you have eyes in the back of your head.
And the other thing you could do, the little dome mirrors that you put on your side mirrors? Some of those work as well. And the other trick is, when you have the kid's computer in the house or in the living room, you put one behind them so you can see what they're doing.
See? Always watching.
Always. Doesn't help, but
No.
you're always watching.
But you feel better about it. Okay, and here's life hack number 6, and this is going to save somebody's life today. You know that one toy, that electronic toy that never shuts up, ever, and the kids play with it over and over, and it embeds itself into your neurosynapses in your brain? Yeah, this is exciting. A simple piece of Scotch tape, if you put it over the speaker, will automatically mute it. Because even the low sound, the low tone on a lot of those toys is really like decibel splitting really loud. Just a single piece of tape will muffle it really beautifully. And the kids will never know.
The only repetitive song that I can remember that I like, and I actually heard it the other day because we were moving stuff around, was the mobile that went over the twins' crib. And that song is embedded in, but in a positive way, because they would go to sleep. No, I'm serious. They would go to sleep. But our friends are such smart butts. They would give us, like, the twins, they'd give them, like, matching
Toy chainsaws.
Chainsaws.
We were just waiting for Bag of Glass to be the next Christmas present. Oh, yeah. And then there was the dog guitar.
Yeah.
Remember the dog guitar?
Wow, 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 wow.
And then the next year was the cat piano.
And those all ended up on the roof. And I kid you not, they ended up on the roof.
All right, so we're proud to present the Todd and Erin Parental Life Hacks.
Nice.
And we'll be doing this again next week, but we'll be doing Summer Vacation Series.
All right, coming up next, more of my hike, which is very tranquil. And we're also going to talk about a night ninja.
It's a grammar ninja, to be honest.
It's a grammar. It's coming up next.
We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. And by Columbus Travel, the best travel deals on the planet. Be sure to take advantage of our April sale. columbusvacations.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin Morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephartDaily.com?
All right, so this is when I got on Facebook, and dyslexia, and I'm going to play that card again. My punctuation seemed to be subpar.
People would give you crap about it, which I was like, back off.
Grammar
Back
Nazis. Yeah,
JC, know who you are.
Right?
JC.
So anyway, I've gotten better. I have. Autocorrect is awesome, except when it spells out dirty words.
That's when it's the best, unless it's a text to your mother.
Yeah. So anyway, there is a gentleman, and he cannot take it. And one thing in grammar that bothers him are the little slash over the top.
The apostrophe?
Yes.
How does this offend
He
him?
feels it.
If it's done poorly?
If it's done incorrectly, here he is. He goes out at night in a hoodie, and he actually goes out and he covers the apostrophes with tape that matches the back of the deal.
You're kidding.
There he is. He's putting some tape down.
Wow, he's serious.
And he's doing it really nicely, not to damage anything.
So he's not even defacing anything. He's just sort of politely correcting it in the same text.
Right. They call him Banksy. He's ninja.
He's not Banksy. He's not the real Banksy.
No, he's Banksy.
But he's British Banksy, maybe.
Right. And so I think that's awesome.
He's a grammar Nazi.
Right?
But the fact that he matches it perfectly is the part that entertains me.
What color tape do I need?
It's not even like an angry slash of like spray paint. It's like, let's see, how can I do
You've seen other people use that skill, and they use it for evil. And if you ever seen the walk signs where it says "Don't go," and they take black tape, cover this finger, and they cover this finger, and then they cover this finger, so it says "Don't walk," and then it goes "Tom."
That's
Am I
terrible.
clear enough?
Don't do that.
Should I?
That's terrible.
Well, okay, so
That's terrible.
Don't run over the parking people, and now don't make the finger.
Boy, you're just being no today, aren't you, Dad?
What else do we have? We have so the bucket list. You have to come up with a bucket list for yourself.
Oh, that's right. We should do something on Facebook. If you guys have any suggestions this morning on Facebook Live. Oh no, I've done that one. I can't do that one. But anyway, we'd love to have some of your suggestions because it would be that would involve 3 of us. Can't. But the important thing is. If you have some
How much
ideas
oil would that
for our
take?
poor person bucket list, please suggest them on Facebook Live today. And starting next week, I'm very excited about this. We are doing dinner at Christopher's Premier Steakhouse.
Have you ever eaten there before?
Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. It's dinner for 4, so you get to take
Oh my
friends.
gosh.
You don't have to clean the house. You get fulfill your social obligations,
let me
and
tell you.
then March from Executive Transportation is going to drive you back and forth from your house like the little princess you knew you were.
And the women can have stuff too. I gotta tell you, think of this, Christopher's. You walk in, and there is a crisp, beautifully ironed tablecloth, and I know that sounds weird, but it is. And then the steaks go on top, and then
Everything
So
starts
classy.
flying, and then by the
Oh.
time you leave, it's like some sort of murder scene. But who cares?
It's high end.
It was amazing.
It's high end, and it is worth it. But
So it's a gorgeous thing, and we're going to start doing that next week, and we'll be doing it every week. And it gives you a chance to get in touch back with friends that you love that you haven't seen forever.
like us,
Yeah, you could take us because we would be.
we will. We're really
we're
good,
there with-
and we won't talk.
Yeah, we could just nod and eat. You could.
So anyway,
Never mind.
yesterday I felt the need. It was a beautiful day, and I felt the need to experience nature because I usually feel better when I do that.
You need to be out.
And the walk, and went up above the avenues and in the foothills, and I was walking, and I thought I'd share some of this because it's very serene with you. Hey, you guys are making fun of me with that music, aren't you? This is not Bonanza. Okay, but look at the
Are
flowers.
you kidding? It looks so majestic. I can see you standing up there with your hands on your hips and like your cape flying behind you.
And that's all.
That's very.
Just a cape. But look how it's greening up. It's so pretty
That's
up there.
very majestic, honey.
It is.
And nobody would know that only about a half a city block away was the parking lot that you drove to hike.
Look at that. Turkey vulture.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
It's nature in its most beautiful.
It's way far away, but yeah.
Enjoy these beautiful moments,
Here's the
won't
mountain
you?
note. Yeah, thanks for joining us today. It's the Todd and Erin Morning Stream on GephartDaily.com. All of the music. Very fun.